Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God. I'm Sarah, married to Mark. We have 8 kids at home, total of 10 kids, and we have always lived on a very limited budget. So today is a start of a video. I did another part of this video, but this is the actual start of the challenge. So I did a build a pantry for $5 a week. And what I mean by that is if I had $5 a week to add to the rest of my grocery spending. So let's say I'm making my list for the grocery store and I'm buying, this is what I used to buy when Mark and I first got married. Because when Mark and I first got married, I didn't know how to cook. So I'd go to the grocery store and I'd be like, okay, so I want to buy hot dogs and mac and cheese, and the mac and cheese is going to need butter and it's going to need some milk. So I'll put those things in the cart. And since I've got some milk, I'm going to buy some cereal because that'll get us through the week. I didn't really know how to cook and I didn't want to waste my money. So I wanted to do things that I knew I could do. So maybe I'd buy some instant oatmeal. Ramen noodles were something that I bought regularly. I remember the first time I bought a chicken, I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know how to season it or anything like that. And I was afraid I was going to mess stuff up. Maybe I would buy some potatoes, to make some mashed potatoes on the side or something. But I really didn't know how to do basic cooking. And because I didn't know how to do basic cooking, I was buying mostly meals that were like all in the packet. So think like, like an Uncle Ben's rice thing where you just add water, maybe some butter. Or there used to be like these little pasta packets that were like broccoli and cheese. They probably still sell them. I just haven't bought them. Knorr's, I think was the name of them. Cans of soup, frozen lasagnas, those types of things. Sorry, my nose itches. So anyway, so I didn't know how to stock a pantry. And when you watch a lot of these emergency type videos, I like a couple different people who make emergency type food videos. A lot of times they'll say, so you're just going to use some basic staples from your pantry. Well, I didn't have the basic staples in my pantry and I didn't know what those things should be. I didn't know what you should keep so that you'd be able to make meals and add to meals and just have better flavor for the meals. So in this series, I'm going to take an extra $5 and I'm going to buy things for stocking a pantry. So when the week is over, I will have money left that will go into next week's budget. So if I spend this week for the things I'm going to show you, I spent $4.67. So I would have 33 cents left to go towards next week's thing. So it will add up over time. I broke it up into things that I would want to keep in my house regularly. And as we go through, I will show you actual things that you can make with the foods that I'm purchasing. Sometimes I will just tell you, here's some things you can make, but we're actually going to have cooking videos involved in this too. And it's going to take a couple weeks to build up to that stash. But then this covers 17 weeks of time at $5 a week. And I would suggest that every 3 or 4 weeks, look at what you already have and see if you need to restock any of that. So maybe weeks 1, 2, and 3, you spend your $5. And then on the 4th week, you repurchase any of those things that you need because you've used all of them up. As you will see, some of those things won't be used that quickly. And as we go through it, I will tell you different things. All of these foods that I bought are things that my family is actually going to eat. But some of the things I would buy a better brand once I had saved up money. So you will notice that as you have these things in your house, you're going to be able to save money because like shortly, in a few weeks, you're going to be able to be making bread, multiple ways of bread that you can add to a meal, which will save on the costs of buying more expensive ingredients for that meal. So without further ado, what would I buy on week 1? Oh, by the way, I did another video that I showed all of the staples, all the pantry staples that I bought over the course of this 17-week challenge. I bought it all at one time, and then I'm going to break it up on videos like this for you. Here's the first week, here's the second week. But if you want to see the entire table full of things, I made a video of that. So now, without further ado, The first thing that I would buy is salt and pepper. Salt and pepper can be used to spice so many things. If you make a recipe and you're like, oh, this doesn't taste, like I think it would if I bought it at the restaurant or whatever, usually it's because it's missing salt and fat. And in a few weeks, we will get fat in our pantry. But for right now, salt can do an amazing amount of work to your food. You don't realize it, but salt is what is the flavor enhancer in a lot of things. A lot of desserts, like if you don't cook, you might not know this, but a lot of desserts have salt in them because it actually brings out the sweetness. And like in bread, if you make bread without salt, there's not much flavor to the bread. It's the salt that helps make it taste good. So anyway, so salt and pepper. And this salt and pepper cost me $1.76. So you have the two little, this can go right on your table and you can do it. Hold on, I'll show you the next thing. The next thing that I got was salt. You can buy this plain salt or you can buy iodized salt, either one. For health reasons, I choose to buy the plain salt and do iodine in other ways, but this is the plain salt. The iodized salt costs the same amount, and this cost 67 cents. So this salt is going to last you a very long time. But as we start making like bread and things like that, you're going to use, a teaspoon of salt here, a teaspoon and a half of salt there. And this one would go very, very quickly. So we have bought a bigger salt also. So this was $1.76, 67 cents. And then the other two things to purchase on this first week are garlic powder and onion powder. Both of these add a lot of flavor to food. So if you are making something, maybe a plain rice dish or something with potatoes, these can add a lot of flavor if you don't have garlic and onion in your house or available to put in that recipe. So we have, and so each of these were $1.12. So the total for the week is $4.67. Yes, you can't do a lot individually. I don't have like a recipe for, garlic candy or something that you can make with these couple ingredients. But this is going to go a long way towards the foods that we're going to make in the future. Week 2, we don't add very much. And then week 3, we start getting to the point where we can make recipes. So again, this is just meant to help you build a pantry at $5 at a time. And we will show you actual recipes, actual food that we create on this budget. If you have extra money available, I would suggest buying like week 1, 2, and 3 together. If you could spare an extra $15, go ahead and buy week 1, 2, and 3, and you can build up your pantry a lot faster, and you can get quicker to making the things that I'm going to show in the future, which will help your grocery budget. So if you want to follow along, please subscribe to our channel. I won't be doing this over the course of 1 week here and then you wait, I'm making this video, it's a Tuesday night. I'm not going to be making my next video on next Tuesday night. I'm going to put this video up probably tomorrow, so Wednesday, and then my next video might come out Friday. I'm not necessarily doing it over the course of 17 weeks because I want people to be able to start getting these skills and learning. And maybe you're someone who has an extra $25. You just had a birthday, someone gave you money, and you want to be able to start stocking a pantry. I don't want you to have to wait 5 weeks to figure out what you're supposed to buy. I'm going to put it on here. So we will see you guys next time on Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God. Come back and join us so that we can learn some more food skills together. See you next time.